Hey, good morning, all you beautiful people. All right, we have Bitcoin currently testing our 45,000 resistance level. Will it break? Let's talk about that. All right, so you can see that Bitcoin is into our level now. All right, we are currently in this triangle, which I call the FUD zone. Tested our bottom support here 6 or 7 times, and our top has been tested at least 4 times. Once here, once here, once here, once here, and this is now the 5th time that we are testing it. Will it break to the upside, or will we go back down and test that bottom support one more time? That is the big question of the hour, of the weekend, and into next week. I don't want to see us go down and test that support anymore. As I've stated in previous videos, the more times that you test a support or a resistance, it's almost like taking a jackhammer to cement. You're just going to continue to chip away and chip away until it breaks. So should we go back down and test that support anymore, I believe the next time would be a break. So the question is, can we find clues from other indexes and indicators? Let's jump into our dollar first of all to see what it might tell us. So right now you have what looks to be another bull flag right here, guys. All right, so if I was to measure this out, looks like Bitcoin is probably going to take another upward movement, and we're going all the way to at least 100. All right, so zooming out, that's we've been on an upward trajectory since May of last year, and we broke down below that a little bit here, but then the dollar just got stronger again, and that had to do partly with the rate hike that we were expecting, and also partly due to geopolitical situations, the war being one, and our dollar measured against other fiat currencies. So despite how much we are printing, the dollar still remains fairly strong and is looking like it's going to even get stronger, believe it or not. All right. So when the dollar is stronger, if the VIX is up, that generally means indexes will go down. However, jumping to our VIX, we've really taken a nosedive, and that's a good thing for fear. That means the collective markets are feeling good, and as I've stated before, this is our primary indicator more than the dollar. The dollar is something we use to correlate or coincide with the VIX to help us determine where the overall market is headed. And in this case, the VIX is way down, and I would say this is our primary indicator. And we're all the way down to the 200 moving day average. So that means the market collectively is feeling pretty good. And the dollar strengthening is going to weigh down a little bit, but overall I would expect the markets to be up because of how much the VIX is down. And in fact, you can see right here we do have a little bit of a rise today. Now over here I've pasted the crypto fear greed index, and it's looking like we're starting to get to neutral territory, which would make sense with what I showed you on the Bitcoin chart. Neutral territory would be 50, and we're right on that 45,000 resistance. So again, most of the market, because it's in 47, most of the market is actually weighted towards bearishness, according to that fear greed index. My personal opinion, and I'm being contrarian again, is I have a good feeling about breaking through that resistance, mainly because of what I'm seeing here on the VIX which leads the market, which leads Bitcoin, which leads crypto. All right. So follow that trail down, and I think it's a good sign of things to come for the crypto space. All right, likewise, we have a dropping silver and dropping gold, although they're still very high. That's to be expected in times of uncertainty, but we do see dropping prices in silver and gold, which I use to correlate with the VIX. As I said, the VIX being the primary indicator should cause the markets to rise slightly, and they have. Dow is up, hitting our heads on that 200-day moving average here. And S&P up, we're hitting our heads on the 100-day. All right. NASDAQ is sitting nicely on that 50-day. And QQQ is up over the 50-day, kind of right in the middle. There is a level here that I could draw. Looks like we're sitting barely on a level right in the middle there. You know, that makes sense. The indecisiveness still exists in the market. All right, what is our total crypto space doing? We've broken to the top side of this triangle. That is a good sign, guys. If we were to measure that out, it would tell us that the total market cap is headed up. Point of break right here. We're headed up to this 2.4 trillion again. Looks like that is our target, guys. Right there at 2.4 trillion. All right, so that is a very good sign, of course, for the crypto market space in general. Now, one thing we haven't done yet, well, yeah, I guess we did. We broke to the top side of this, and we already tested the top side of this descending purple trend line, as we like to do before proceeding upwards. So that part has been taken care of already. Patent, technical action. Ethereum has broke to the top side of its purple triangle, but has not retested it. Well, that's a long ways down. I don't think it's looking back, guys. I think Ethereum is gone. It's just not looking back. Another good sign in the crypto space. Bitcoin dominance doing exactly as I expected when I made this prediction a month ago. Bumped up over our support here at 42.62%. We've been riding on that all week this week. But again, I do expect us to come up and test the top of this trend line at some point in the future. I think that is going to happen soon. So if that happens, and all of our corroborating evidence would indicate that Bitcoin is going to break through our 45,000 resistance. And that's the way that I'm leaning, guys. Let me know in the comments if you see it differently. I mean, there's not really a whole lot telling me it's going to do that for sure, but we see lots of good signs on all of the charts, as I've already indicated. And again, my last video, I think last Friday, we were right here, and I expected us to do as we do, come back down, test the top side of this resistance, previous resistance, now support, which coincided with a level of support I have drawn there, a good area of confluence, along with the 50-day and the 20-day. I didn't see us breaking down below that. We did not. We bounced off of that. That gave us enough momentum to come all the way above the 100-day and now into our current resistance. Again, this weekend is going to tell us a lot, guys, I think. I mean, we may just ride up on the underside of this resistance through the weekend until market opens on Monday of next week. At which point, I am hoping, pending no bad news with this war, we break to the top side and continue on upward to the moon. And I haven't really discussed any news. I don't really do that on this channel. It's all technical analysis. But I will say this. I've been reading lots of good news. In fact, I have something on my clipboard here I can paste on this chart just to show you one of the pieces. All right, and this is in regards to Russia announcing that they are and this came on Thursday, I believe. Russia to open not that they're accepting it, but they're open to the idea of taking payments for natural gas in crypto. Again, if you watched any of my updates, I have been quite clear that these sanctions are, in the overarching view, probably more of a catalyst for cryptocurrency than they are a hindrance or anything that would be construed as negative. So that being said, that's just one of the articles, one of the things that I've noticed in the news. There are many. Again, we can talk about Glassnode and the data that they're pulling on illiquidity and also the demand. We can talk about all that, but I'm just going to stick to what I do here, which is technical analysis, and what I'm seeing from my, again, corroboration of data evidence. It's pointing positively towards more upward trajectory, possibly beginning next week, Monday or Tuesday. We could have something happen this weekend, but again, the possibility exists that we just remain on the underside of that resistance for the week until market opens next week. All right, so whoops, wrong one. In conclusion, currently our fear indexes are our biggest clues regarding the direction of the market over the weekend and going into next week. As fear continues to subside, look for the market to continue its upward trajectory. So again, our biggest indicators, keep your eyes on those, on that VIX, the fear index for the stock markets, and also alternative.me has the crypto greed fear index. I can put that in the description, except for on TradingView, I can't put any links there. And actually, I'm not even supposed to hint in the typed out description where you can find information. I'm finding I can do that in the videos, but for some reason, even if I hint at where you can find stuff in the description, I'm breaking house rules. So that's just what it is. We'll abide by those, and I'll see you all next week. Peace.